Folks, hello, and welcome to a very special Not Gamers Health. And there's there is a health aspect to this. Maybe it's a mental health aspect.
Mental health.
Mental, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
our own sanity and also the sanity of the community.
Yeah, that there are people that play games and manipulate. And listen, we don't want to give away everything all at once, but we will be setting a table of what's going on here.
Right. But
Hmm.
on our side, you know, our usual default is to open and honest communication.
Right.
And that's the springboard, I guess, that we can work from with this video.
So obviously, I'm Eric Tenkar. This is Rach. With us is Don.
Donka.
Okay, Donka, and Don Samora, Wizard Tower Games, and his wife Tina.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
So here's a little bit of this. When when you touch upon the integrity of me, Don, our families, whatever, you're making something that's very personal and something that we feel we need to address. And right now, listen, this is not like Candyman. I will name the individual in question. Uh, he may be watching.
Hmm.
It's Victor Dorso, and there's drama going on that is needless drama, but we're going to
Yeah.
show. I'm going to partially show that there's a history of needless trauma when it comes to Victor. So what's going
Oh,
on
that this
now?
is a pattern of
There's
behavior
a
that's been
pattern,
going on for a bit of time now.
right?
Okay.
In different ways. You want to add anything to that, Don, or
Oh, I'll just say that, I guess the bottom line of all this is that this video is so unneeded. But the
yeah,
reason why it's needed is because I'm just not going to put up with extortion. And, just to set the record straight real quick on something is, he's probably going to be releasing a letter because he now formally sent me a 5-page letter. And he has several things that he demanded that I comply with, or he will release it. Or as he puts it, the evidence. And
Or the inference, you mean?
no. He's going to supply evidence, supposedly.
evidence.
All we've seen is inference
Right.
so
No,
far.
oh, I understand that.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, let me just give you my professional opinion as a retired member of the law enforcement community. If somebody had come to me when I was working in a precinct and presented that letter and the requests to do so, or it's basically a form of extortion.
Yeah.
But I'm just.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It would meet.
Oh,
legal
yeah, it
criteria.
is.
It would meet,
Oh.
depending on the state, it would meet legal criteria.
Wow.
Yeah, my attorney clarified it today. It's extortion. It's classic
Okay.
extortion.
Okay.
Do this or I will release this. And the thing
Right.
is, beyond in all fairness,
Extortion, like blackmail, the same thing.
yeah,
pretty much.
pretty much. And on top of that, really, the only thing that is in that letter is he took a bunch of dates. That's really all he's doing, and he's making inferences and he's making hypotheticals up, and it's just he's pulling things out of the air that are not there. I mean,
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a con game almost.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's very vague in some spots.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like, this person has a whole bunch of nothing.
well,
No,
yeah,
and I caught some
Oh,
shit
wow.
from one of his friends.
Mhm.
And in all fairness, I expect his friends to support him, and
Right.
yes,
Okay.
of course.
Loud.
right.
But like his friends said, to me, they messaged me direct, and they also messaged, I believe, Tom Veralt, and they were saying things like, what proof does John, show me the proof that he said do it or else. Well, he literally is saying that, and now in this 5-page of dates and times and such, and it's just a shame because I will clarify one thing. I got one thing that'll make my argument at the very beginning of all this is that until Heidi Gygax a couple of days ago mentioned that she was coming now instead of DaveCon, she's coming to WizardCon. Victor never had a problem with me. Victor even came into our chats on Vlog of Many Things and chalked and joked and everything, and Victor never had a problem with Don. It was only after, I believe, his ego was dented that Heidi went ahead and said, I'm coming to WizardCon, that he's making this thing up like I planned this and I went ahead and I did this dark deed behind closed doors. And it's like, I didn't even know what the hell was going on until Heidi said, hey, can I come to your convention? So
it's the classic Felix Unger line where you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yep.
And that's literally what's going on here. So here, I'm going to go back and set a little bit of this table because I want to put context to this because there is an incident that happened, or I shouldn't say an incident, but basically a request that I would have to, as whether you consider me a journalist or not, I try to approach what I do on this channel when I'm doing something that's newsworthy. I like to approach it with journalistic integrity, which is missing from most of our mass media, but I still like to approach it from that angle. And let me see what I have for you today.
you have a general gaming news vlog. That's what you have.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like any other gaming news vlog. You take the basic information at hand, you disseminate it, and you put it out there, and people can go ahead and do what Victor does.
So this is back when Victor was having issues with his Cutthroats and Thieves Kickstarter, and Don can fill in some more background on this. But this was a text message that Victor sent to Don, wanting Don to pretend that Victor sent him a cease and desist because of some, I don't know, he wanted you to fall on the sword and take the blame for his own issues. You were already fired for a Chinese printing company that failed to come through at this point.
Oh, he didn't want to cop to that?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, basically, what he did, it's the same thing, just like when me and Victor split up, when
Right.
Victor went ahead and got funded through his Kickstarter and then said, I don't need you anymore, Don, you're fired. It's like the email he sent me where he wanted me to make up this big, long thing to the community, how he, like I had machine problems and all of this. And I told him in that email that I can't lie to the community. I mean, I think you got a screenshot of that even. And, the thing is, I understand in business, sometimes you have to keep things close to the cuff. Sometimes you don't want to let everybody know everything that's going on because of whatever. But I'm not going to lie.
Right.
And, I'm not going to sit there and just blatantly BS people either. But also, I'm not going to stand by and allow somebody to say, you're going to do these things that I want you to do, or I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. That's not happening.
No. So here, I'm going to set the table here with this one.
Yeah.
And why he was, I think that Lanassa's name was thrown into the mix on this one to get you to bite at this. Like, oh, wow, you can get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want Lanassa to fall hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
The CMD just forbids you from talking about Cutthroats and Thieves. Why? Till after it's released. Excuse me. I'm belching because I'm so upset. Lanassa will think I'm getting ready to sue you. You will never get the letter. And it's like,
well, that's the whole plans within plans that he's constantly doing. And again, I really hate, the bottom line is this, is that, when you go ahead and you threaten me with, throwing my friend Tim under the bus, and you threaten to throw my friends Heidi and Eric under the bus, and you're doing so by going to post a letter that has their private communications with you in it. I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to go ahead and I'm not going to do this game with him.
right.
And for anyone who comes in here, and I'm happy to address this and say, Don, I think you're full of crap. No, he literally is going to be posting a 5-page letter to the community, and the list of demands that he gave me. Let me see here real quick.
Mm.
Let me see if I can pull them up here. Let me pull up my folder called Victorama. Literally, it's called Victorama.
Well, as you're doing that, this is the piece, folks, that got me pissed off. I was going to do a solo video on this one. I'll lead him down the primrose path and stick a knife in his cranium. Okay,
Huh?
it's so small on this little computer here. You should get Eric and Tom to say something about you receiving a C&D letter from my lawyer on cutthroats and thieves. Let's say Monday. We know dumbass will think of and fuck. This is serious. Again, he's using Justin as he would think to be something that will get you to make a stupid decision.
But look at my response too. My response, well, you don't have to show it again, but my response to that, and people can just go back in the video and watch it, was no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. And just like the email they sent me today, he basically sent me an email and he said, you're going to, in his letter to me, he said, you can do this or else, he put, or this, question mark, question mark. And my email direct to him was, I said, what are you talking about? Question mark, question mark, question mark. He said, I'm giving you the option to make things right. If not, then you know.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, okay, Victor, you say make things right. So how do you propose I make things right? He said, Don, A, you will hold to our agreement. Never hold WizardCon on the same date as DaveCon. Let's clarify something real quick.
There's something I figured out today and remembered.
Yeah. DaveCon, he says in his letter that he posts, because I've got it, is that it's the last weekend of every single April. He told me that. The problem with that is, and this is one of the big problems with that, is he messes up his own convention, because DaveCon in 2022 was April 8th to 11th. DaveCon in 2023 was April 14th to the 16th. Last year was April 26th to 28th, so he can't even keep straight when his conventions were in the past.
Right.
So me just making a decision saying that my convention is going to be the last weekend of April every year now, it does several things, Eric. Number one, it's a handy thing to say. It's the end. People will then know. WizardCon is the last weekend in April. We know that.
Right.
Number two, it's a safe weekend because Easter's never that late.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing nefarious, nothing bad, nothing planning, nothing, dark, smoky room and wearing trench coats and going, how are we going to? No, it's just something simple.
And I remember you printing him bookmarks and him changing the date one year.
Yeah, like I did all of his DaveCon bookmarks, posters, T-shirts. I did all that for him. And like this bookmark right here is DaveCon, April 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2023. Well, the problem with that is that these were the original dates. Well, he changed the date and ended up having it 14th to 16th, or maybe it was this date he changed it to. But the bottom line is he's making accusations here that just are not fair and it's not true.
Right.
And
the thing is, wanting me to lie, wanting Tom to lie. If I lie about his bullshit, then I am no longer. I'm no longer news because I'm to put out a full story for somebody to cover for the fact that their Kickstarter is fucked up.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I mean, this Kickstarter stuff, people get in trouble so badly for not being transparent about what's happening with their Kickstarter. And
that's the thing.
You couldn't get to him, and he was avoiding and not able to really say what was going on. If it was that you went to China to get whatever, fine, say it.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but to complete his list of demands, I'm supposed to sit there and not have WizardCon ever again on the same date he chooses. So I'm just supposed to wait around until he gets around to let me know it's okay to have my convention when. Number 2, admit that I did talk to Tim Cass before about Heidi Gygax. You know what? He's got to excuse my French here. He's got a hard on about Tim Cass and me talking on the phone. You know what? I talk to Tim a lot on the phone. A lot. We're friends. We do projects together. You know, I talked to Tim a ton of times on the phone. I talked to Tim in the last 2 weeks 3 times. So he's trying to do something weird here. Then he goes,
jealousy going on there.
Yeah, never talk about our business regarding cutthroats and thieves again. As far as I'm concerned, it's water under the bridge. Then he wants me to delete all videos, and it goes on.
Yep.
Then he sends me another email with added demands, and that is never have a guest overlap again that he's having on. So I'm just supposed to, again, wait till he lets me know his guest list, then I can formulate my guest list. And
guest list for con or for your video?
No, for con.
For his conventions. Yeah, conventions. Okay. And also, I agree not to say anything else about this incident. And then he ends it with, and see, that way we're both reasonably happy with the outcome.
No, it sounds like a little one-sided to me.
Just a little bit one-sided.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. But and here's something else too. He didn't just want you to delete the videos. He wanted me and Tom to delete.
Yeah, he demanded that you and Tom also delete videos.
So, Vic, I got
so
news.
There's like all these people that he's bringing into this.
Yes.
And honestly,
I'm gonna make it. Vic, if you have an issue with me, you talk to me. If you're gonna make demands of me, you fucking make demands to me. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. The answer is gonna be. Sorry.
And real quick, highlight hiatus there, con versus con. This is really important that I want to clarify something very important here. You know what? It sounds like that, but it's not. You know why? Because I have no problem with Dave Con. I even tell people, I've talked about it even on this show or other shows, you know what, Dave Con, I think it's going to be a great convention. They're OSR based. They got David Wesley. They got cool guests. Awesome stuff. And the thing is, he's making this out to be like I conspired against this convention. So my most important point in this entire video is this, is let's just say he's right. He's angry at me. I did all this stuff horrible to him. How come he has not mentioned anything about this until after Heidi mentioned a couple days ago she's coming to WizardCon? He was in our chat not last week, the week before, talking about everything was fine. Me and Don talked about the dates and everything. He said that in the video with us. And everything was fine. Now that Heidi says I'm coming to WizardCon, now all this is an issue. And then he talks about me stepping on the dates of his convention. You know what? Let's just say this. You know what? Maybe I got Victor wrong here. Maybe Victor's right. Maybe I was wrong not to consult him. So my question for Victor is this. Did Victor also consult with Magicon in North Dakota, Game Central in Georgia, Lexicon in Kentucky, DB Summit Charity GameCon in Illinois, Rising Phoenix GameCon in Massachusetts, LenderCon in Texas, and Icon GameCon in Idaho? These are all conventions that were created before his convention. And did he consult with them and get clarification and permission to post his con on their weekend? No, he did not.
Well, it's Vic.
But that, I was going to say.
Well, I was going to make a joke, but I won't. I don't want a woman who's not here hitting me.
The thing is Victor wants to make this a convention versus convention. He's this innocent guy. Listen, I don't care what Victor does with his convention. I wish him all the luck in his convention. I hope Dave, if I was out to screw Victor, I would not use my equipment and stuff to print his business cards, bookmarks, posters, and t-shirts and all that to help his convention out. I would not help him with his game, doing all the design work, source all the artwork, do all the layout, install all of his changes, everything, if I was not pro trying to help him out. What's that?
That comment's good.
Right here?
One up.
Rare?
Yeah.
Oh, Foogly asks, how far apart are the two cons in travel time? Foogly, Victor's convention is about 500 miles away from WizardCon.
A couple of states.
Yeah, at least I think it's like 4 states.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
Yep.
wide margin. And honestly, if I was somewhere in between those two cons, I might just say whichever one's closer is the one I want to go to, because
Well,
you know, which I'm sure.
and
some people
also,
make
if we were in the same state, that would be different. If we were in the same state, then I would be obligated, since he was the first convention before me, to say, "Hey, Vic, is this kosher?" Because that's just called respect.
Yeah, he's like
You know?
in a lake over.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like saying, well, it is exactly what it is. He's multiple states away. His convention is a totally different vibe than WizardCon. He's self-admitted he is more focused on OSR type stuff, whereas WizardCon is more a broad. Like I said last night, you want to play Risk, play Risk.
right.
It's a game convention.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, and I will tell you right now, and Heidi will confirm this. I knew nothing about Heidi's decision as to the reasons why or whatnot. Victor, in his letter, has now said that Heidi did tell him that the reason why she's part of Us Not Come is his political post. Well, this is my point here. Well, Victor, I guess you learned a valuable lesson. Words have consequences sometimes. Why do you think I don't talk politics on my page?
Sure.
You're kind of holding up,
No.
Eric. You're realigned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's welcome to make a stand about whatever he believes. But that's not on anybody else.
Let me put the phone in the window to get a better 5G.
He's got Eric. This is the equivalent of the old days. Remember when we had to put tinfoil on the rabbit ears of the TV trying to get it to be better, Oh, Fugly, you're right. He's got nothing. So if he posts this letter like he said he's going to, I welcome everybody to read it, because what it is, and I can put it in context real quick, it's a bunch of dates, and then he takes the date, and then he says the evidence. And then he kind of makes a dissertation about how that date is somehow connected into this conspiracy among Tim Kask, myself, and Heidi. And it's like, hey, folks, guess what? Have fun at DaveCon. Enjoy yourself. I mean, no one's conspiring against anybody. It's sad. It's just sad that he's got to do this because,
It's just like all the other ones that you listed. It's like if you're going on vacation or you have spring break and you're in the area, pick the one that's most convenient to you.
and go to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he mentions the fact that, he keeps using, allegedly Don had to cancel, for Easter weekend because, no, it's not allegedly. I mean, I was quite honest.
Yes, that's the truth.
Yeah. And I just kind of laid it out there and said, hey, I did what you're normally supposed to do. When there was a change in my convention, I let everybody know. Just like I'm going to bring up Joe Block. Right. The other day, Joe Block said, oh, shit, I didn't even realize you changed the date. I may have to not be able to come because I might have a scheduling conflict. My response to Block was, okay, just let me know. Yeah. And Joe let me know this morning, hey, I checked. Nope, no scheduling conflict. I'm good to go. Simple as that. Easy peasy, nice and easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I just don't know if people are out of tinfoil for their hats over there in Minnesota or what, but there's something going on there that I don't get what's going on. I'm not his enemy.
Oh, no.
I have busted my ass to help that man. I busted my ass to help Dave Kahn by making stuff for him. My own behavior on this channel and other channels when he's come in chat where we've joked back and forth to each other. Again, never a problem up until the other day when he found out Heidi decided to come to my convention. Okay.
But she'd already said to him that she had issues with his political stance. And I think it's because Heidi and her husband, Eric, are trying to stay out of the political drama.
That's exactly what it is.
If you want to be, because they want to be successful publishers, the best way to do that is to keep out of politics. I know some publishers throw themselves into it like I don't know, pigs and shit, and they
Yeah.
wallow in it. And that's more power to you. But
But you're going to come out smelling like shit then.
yeah, shit. I mean, you are what you eat, and in this case, there you go.
Like my mom used to say, if you're going to lay down with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I just go ahead, and I guess my thing is I just don't want this. I just don't want to get into this BS. Fugly, what it was um, we all know that Wizards of the Coast is making a series of missteps, a lot of missteps, a lot, and I guess Victor made some post on his channel about how he's not going to go ahead and he's not going to allow Wizards of the Coast to do what was it, Eric? It was Adventure League.
oh yeah. There'll be no adventure league at Dave
And
Con.
and Bad Mike, bingo, right there, Bad Mike, right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you notice if you go to Wizard Tower Games or if you go to WizardCon, no politics, none. People have tried making posts. I delete their posts. You know, no. Do I have my political beliefs and does my wife? Of course we do, just like you and Rach do. But you know what? Come to think about it, how long have we known each other, Eric? I don't think me and you have even ever asked who we're voting for each other or anything like that because we don't give a shit.
no, and it's not that we don't touch upon the issues with certain conversations.
Yeah.
We go there naturally,
Right.
but it
or get a
isn't-
sense of how somebody might vote.
But-
You know.
Yeah.
but
And that's all fine. It's all good.
But it's not what our friendship is founded upon.
And this is the thing that bothers me the most about Victor. And people can believe this or not. It bothers me about this because I considered Victor my friend. And
Right.
it bothers me because when I helped Victor with all this stuff for his convention, I didn't make a profit on any of this. I basically gave it to him at cost because I wanted to help him out. I wanted to, be able to help out a friend. And it bothers me that friendship is so cheap with certain people. If Victor would have come to me privately and just said, "Hey Don, I got a question for you. Heidi's mentioning that she's coming to WizardCon. Can we talk on the phone, man? I'm a little bit upset about this." I would have picked up that phone and said, "What's going on, my friend?" I would have done that. But he didn't. He did it a different way. And he's trying to paint this in a really horrible light about me, and he seems to be taking enjoyment about it. It's like enjoyable to him to upset other people. And, I just, my wife will tell you, yeah, I can be a jerk sometimes, but if you're a friend of mine, I will bend over backwards to help you. And I will.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, man, I just don't get it. It just bothers me, man. It just bothers me a lot.
Victor, this is just an observation. I could be wrong, but my observation from Victor is he enjoys drama with other people's drama. He is a voyeur of other people's drama, and he has all these great. Vic hit me with stuff that's like, I've got this great idea. This is what you should do, which is all drama that has no benefit for me, but has a benefit for Vic, I guess, to watch as shit hits the fan and watch his shit going all over the place.
Well, it's like with you. I mean, it's like when he tried to get you to send Lanasa that crap.
Yeah.
And it's just like when he went ahead and he's bragging about how he sent just Lanasa all that gay cruise line crap. He sends it. Thought it was all funny.
Right.
And we're all telling him, don't stir the hornet's nest. Just let it be. Don't. Bad idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
God, it's bad enough that my wife and my daughter who's dead is attacked. Your wife is attacked. Tom's wife is attacked. And whenever the Lanasa gets this stuff in the mail, what happens? He thinks it's me or you or Tom.
Right.
And it fires him back up. And it's like...
And that's the whole... That's why Vic is willing to do that stuff. He knows it's not going to come back on him.
Mm-hmm.
And this...
Again, more like... on the stuff. Like,
he's living vicariously through the drama of others. He's enjoying being in the drama voyeur, the peeping tom of it. And I'm done with it personally, Victor.
Yeah.
Just so you know, trying to get me involved in your little schemes, trying to get me to put my reputation on the line to cover up your misdeeds is not going to happen. All right, so I'm putting that word out there right now, so there's no misinterpretation that you can't go. And I will say this: if that letter goes out tonight, it'll be addressed. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and that's it. I mean, I will put this on the record, as I have talked to all the parties at large here, and he matter of fact, he emailed me right before we went online. Emailed me, and his email was, well, this was back at 5:30. He emailed me and said the clock is ticking. Then an hour later came and said, just thought I would remind you, 2.25 hours till your self-imposed deadline. And then he messages me right before this and says, time is up. What is your decision before I go live? So he's planning it. So I guess my whole thing with Victor is this, is that I can't stop you, but I'm not going to be extorted. And like I said, I'm not stupid. Yeah, go ahead, I guess. I can't stop you, but I'm not going to let you extort me, and you're not going to sit there and you're not going to, basically, this extortion. According to Clarissa, it's extortion, flat off. So
that's how I read it. That's, by the way,
Yeah.
Vic, if you want to piss me off, if you've done it, I mean, it takes a lot, but you've really found a way to do so. And I'm sure you believe that you are totally in the right.
he does. I guarantee he does.
That's certainly a great belief to have.
Gee, I wonder who he's going to sort of ask now to lie for him so that he could save face.
Oh, I don't want to embarrass her, so I'm not going to mention her name.
Okay.
But the reality is, Vic, you've done this to yourself. Okay, the ball's in your court, right? But Don and I, our families, we discussed this. Don has discussed it with others, and we're like, oh, well, if Vic is extorting, if Vic is using this letter as a form of extortion, then we'll just get out there and make a statement and give a little background.
Yeah, and the thing is, you use a you use a term that used to drive Justin nuts. In fact, VGA PMI 1895 drove him nuts. Mario Real, Mario 1234 495, whatever it was, and all this. The words you say is, you bring the receipts. And the bottom line is this, is that, let's face it, bullshit's easy. I can say anything I want. So can you, so can Rach, so can my wife. You know what? Mm-hmm. I can claim I'm being canonized by the Pope tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
But you know what? Thank you very much. But the thing is at the end of the thing here is this, is I can tell Fugly, Parasocial, Hector, all these people, this stuff, Bad Mike, anybody, I can brag all I want. But at the end of the day, if somebody calls me on the carpet and says, fuck you, prove it, mm-hmm. I got to prove it. Well, I don't do that. What I do is when I say it, I show it. And like Victor said in his message to me, well, I don't know why you have to always use video. Because I video is this. Because if I show a text, it is so easy to get it out of character. Whereas if I show an email, did you really, I didn't really mean it that way. Photoshop, have we heard that before?
Oh my God.
But with me on video, I'm looking at you. You know what I'm saying because you get the inflection because I'm saying it directly.
Yeah.
And I would not be putting something on video unless I expect it to be used against me, for me, whatever. But I'll tell you what's going to happen. Me and this woman next to me, and especially this woman next to me, has busted her ass in support of me in this convention and helped me and done. And so has the two other people above us in this video. Has helped us, support us in this convention and done for us. And so has Tom and Tammy and other people. Yes. And I tell you what, I'm not letting someone who's just being petty and jealous fuck it up because they sit there and they just can't stomach the fact that we are having, Heidi. You know what? Heidi's a big girl. She can go to anyone's convention she wants.
Oh, I thought Vic owned her. He does.
Well, and I pose this question. If Eric Tenkar and his wife announced a week ago, said, we decided we're not going to WizardCon, and then they reached out to DaveCon and said, hey, can we come to DaveCon as guests? I'd be willing to bet dollars to donuts. The answer would be, hell yes, come on.
Mr. Carter, pick me.
Yeah.
Pick
Yeah,
me.
it wouldn't have been honor dictates I cannot do that, sir, because of,
Uh-huh.
No. So why can't he just have his convention, enjoy it? David Wesley, Bob the World Builder, those are hell cool guests to have. I'm kind of jealous of it to have them have it. That's really cool. What a coup, to have. Why can't he just have his convention and enjoy it? Because again, he sure as hell is not worried about the other conventions he's stepping on.
Yeah,
But that's different.
That's very different because
You totally are locked up. No
he's
one's hearing the
taking
thing you're
it
saying.
only from his.
You got to repeat it, Eric, because you were locked up for 30 seconds.
I hate my
Hold on.
freaking internet.
Hold this
Can you-
dog. I'm gonna put that
Wrap some
on
tinfoil around the phone.
Hold-
All right, hold on to the dog rage.
Oh, I was gonna get up closer to me.
No, it's not gonna do it. No, hold on. This goddamn phone.
Put it.
Frugal, you're 100% right. There is no issue. This is 5.5 months out. And Bob, maybe you should invite them too. You know what? That's the whole point. If his convention canceled before this and he would have asked to come, he would have been invited. Sadly, the way he's being and such, I mean, I'm sure I'm not invited to his convention and, he's not going to be invited to mine.
These people are very lucky I'm wearing pants. That's all I'll say.
Oh, and Bad Mike wants to mock you, sir. And I'm with Bad Mike. I think it's hilarious. Now, finally, your connection's locking up more than his.
I know. Well, now it's getting 3 5G bars. It better not freaking lock up.
Good.
I gotta remember it's like, on the middle window there. We'll sleep without it.
I'll tell you, I really do. I wish him all the luck in the world of this convention. I just wish he'd stop the childish BS. It's not needed.
Gee.
You have a balloon. Maybe you could send up a wire antenna.
And what really sucks is that the house here only has DSL.
So
if I use the DSL, I'd have to kill my video.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Damn. You like out in the boondocks.
Yes, sir.
Or out in the Poconos. That's gonna be a new term. You're on the Poconos.
Yeah. Thankfully, in this decade, most of the people have teeth.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Well,
right.
It'll be what it's going to be. I guess the bottom line is this: is he does what he's going to do, and I'll just go Monday morning to my appointment. I'll just have to do what I'm going to do. Hate to do it, but I guess it'll just happen. And it's going to fall where it's going to fall. Mm-hmm. So, other than that, how is life in Tenkar Land?
Actually, no complaints. Aside from the fact that we had a lot of branches and bushes to cut and remove.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of destruction when we got up here due to a very heavy snowstorm.
Yeah, we have none here.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been a very nice, relaxing weekend, and we got to try a new restaurant tonight, which we were very impressed with.
What kind of food?
Just bar.
Just a continental.
Yeah. But they had some
American
of the best wings I've had in ages. I couldn't attest to the shrimp because I don't eat that shit.
The shrimps were very nice. It was like a coconut shrimp,
She's allergic to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just allergic to the taste.
Oh.
And the texture.
I'm with Rach. I love shrimp.
I love it.
That's great. Yeah. It works for Rach because whenever we go out and we do what do you call it? When we went with my mother, what do you call it? That big live cooking deal.
Hibachi.
The hibachi.
It's like, here, Rach, they're giving me shrimp for an appetizer. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We made chili tonight. I made a pot of chili. Homemade chili
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, that sounds good. I had
Kept
it.
it simple.
Listen,
But it's cold in Michigan, so I'm going to have to make brittle.
Oh.
Oh.
See, I actually had a cheesesteak for dinner, and that.
Oh, now I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Well, and now remember, this is Northeast PA, so it's got that Philadelphia influence. That was very, very good.
Yeah, it was. And
Oh, the cheesesteak argument. Okay, Eric, I got to ask on Eric's version of the ideal cheesesteak. Are we talking about cheese whiz or
No.
other cheese?
No, this had
provolone?
American cheese. It didn't have the whiz.
Okay, but what is Eric's preference?
Oh, both.
See, that's mine. I like it all kind of. Plus,
Oh.
also, I really hate it when they put it on the bun, put the meat in it, then they pour it on top. I kind of like it all mixed together better, yeah, because it's more. I just like.
I want the whiz mixed in, but then I want like a slice of cheese on top.
See, I don't like. See, she likes it. I don't.
I could do that. Like, especially with a French dip and then just dip it into the juice.
I'm not wet bread.
Yeah.
No wet bread on my end.
No.
Nope. Texture guy. Texture time for me. Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention the best part of dinner, the cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
It was so high.
They make their own cheesecake, and we had cheesecake chocolate dipped, but it wasn't chocolate dipped. It was chocolate fudge dipped with raspberry on top.
Oh, you're gonna make her drool.
Yeah. We couldn't finish.
We had a submit.
We couldn't finish one slice between the two of us. We
had to just like give in.
And it was the best cheesecake I've had that I can think of. I was like, I can't eat anymore. I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah. And Thaddeus nails
better
it.
than Enzo's even.
Thaddeus says he likes the cheese all at mistake, but you also got to have onions and bell peppers.
I agree with them.
Yep, but see, I like spicy peppers in mine.
No spicy.
Yep, I do. I like. In fact, if you take onions and green pepper, and you take fresh jalapeno and dice up and put it in there too, I'm all over that. I love it.
I love that it had his one tonight had mushrooms on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love mushrooms. She likes the flavor. She doesn't like the texture.
Yeah. I don't like mushrooms.
They're slimy.
I'll have mushrooms on my pizza, and I won't complain. But apparently, I'll have mushrooms on my cheesesteak and not complain because I ate them.
I love mushrooms. I don't make them when I make cheesesteaks because of her, but I love mushrooms mixing up my cheesesteak. Okay.
Now, I do like to go out morel hunting.
Yeah, morel hunting. Morel mushrooms up here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Geno's or Pat's?
Oh, the two in Philadelphia. We have not yet tried either. So when we go to Philadelphia for the PageCon, we'll be able to try those things because I think that's close by. And I think like one of the parties.
What about TotalCon? TotalCon has some good cheese steak places around there.
I don't know. I haven't found one yet. I actually.
Let's see. From TotalCon, there's actually really good Indian down the hill.
Oh, okay.
For that,
we're there.
We'll have to take. We're going to be there. We'll take you and Rach out to Indiana.
Yeah, they even make those sort of pancake. I can't remember the name.
Naan breads.
Not naan.
Is it the crispy one?
It's the one.
Roti.
No, she's talking about.
It's more flat. And very large.
It's big. It's really huge. I forget what they call it.
I can't remember the name of it, but they do that there, and like not every. I think it's with a D, but not every Indian place will do it. But
because they come really huge sometimes, like literally this big.
Yes.
Yeah, and they roll them up. They kind of sometimes will cone them, put them in a cone or something. I think you're supposed to put filling or put things in with them.
Yeah, I've had them in a vegetarian Indian restaurant in New York. Yeah. That it was.
Now I'm hungry for
Indian.
Yeah.
Well, you guys.
I'm hungry for buttered chicken now and pakoras and everything else.
You guys come to WizardCon. We'll take you all out to a place called Saffron's in Kalamazoo. Literally, you guys will look at me like I'm nuts when we pull it. It's in a strip mall, like a little strip mall, and you're like, yeah. You go in, and oh man, I tell you, they know us by name there, and the food there is excellent, service is excellent, and just good food. You'll love it there. Indian food.
Yes.
Mhm.
Pakoras and samosas. Their samosas
Samosas.
are
Mhm.
kill for samosas. But yeah, fellow Indian lovers.
Yeah.
Bob G says Bailey's chocolate marble raspberry chambord Kahlua dark chocolate.
Write that down. I want to remember that one.
Mhm.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
Very dangerous.
that sounds like.
But I have a new bottle of Bailey's.
Yeah, she got a brand new bottle of Bailey's. So, but the thing is I'm looking forward to TotalCon just because of that. Because you go to TotalCon and then there's also like the other, because we love wherever we try, we love checking out the different restaurants and such, and
Right.
just like New York. I mean, do you guys do chopped cheeses in your area?
I don't
No,
think so.
No.
no. Okay,
We do
because chopped cheese, I
burger.
guess, is a New York thing. It's where you take like ground beef with onion and you mix it with cheese and you chop it all together. And you
I've
put it
heard
on
of
a
it.
bun. Yeah,
I think we've
I-
had chop burgers like that.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
where?
burger.
Okay.
Where did we have it from? I think we ordered it.
I think you're right.
Smash Burger or something
Oh,
like
Smash
this.
Burger.
Oh,
Okay.
smash burgers. Yeah, they have those. But
Oh, different.
oh man, now you got me. Now you guys both got me wanting Indian food.
Yeah.
Well, soon enough, February we
Yeah,
will.
I tell you
Enjoy
what,
eating
Indian food's one
together.
of my favorites.
And
Indian
our,
food and Italian.
Mhm.
our old pub has reopened as a Nepalese restaurant.
Yes.
Really? Is that the old? That's the old like corner
Irish
cop bar, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a what now?
It's a Nepalese food place.
Ah.
That's kind of different. That's
Yeah.
kind of almost. That would probably have an Indian vibe to it.
Yeah, I would say
Pakistani,
like more
Indian, kind of like the Saudi place up in Grand Rapids. We
Oh,
go to.
Sheshko Grill.
Sheshko Grill, yeah. Also, if
That's
you guys like, we'll take you to a place called Shawarma King.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys like shawarma?
I do.
I've never had it, so we'll find out.
Oh, you'll love it. I mean, it's
Bob-
basic,
Baba ganoush and hummus and
Yeah.
Yes, the Middle
but
Eastern.
basically you can
Yes.
get their lamb, beef, or chicken, and it's basically on a big spit, and it turns.
Yeah.
Donka is clingy tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, Doc, you're gonna here.
Well, we were out for much of the day.
Sit with Daddy. Okay. It'll be off camera, but you can sit
Yeah,
with
we
Daddy.
were away from her for much of the day, and
Oh,
she missed us.
Yeah.
Huh, it was very busy today.
She knows it's cold outdoors and has
She doesn't
not.
want to go out, but like,
Normally, she's asking for walks constantly up here. Now she's just like, "Oh, good, you're home. Sit down, please."
yeah, yeah. That's her cat, Banks.
oh yeah.
Can't. She walks in the door, follows her around.
oh,
Well, she wants her little treats.
Yeah, treats.
yes.
But it doesn't help in the mornings when I'm off. Loki has to between Binks and Loki, who can get on mommy's lap first?
We got cats that fight over her.
Aw.
It's a beautiful
So,
thing.
yeah, cats are a good thing. But so other than that, I mean, life I guess is good. I mean,
Good.
going to be Christmas holidays. What are you guys plans for the holidays? Anything special?
Next weekend is birthday weekend.
Yeah, it's like his mom and
When's your mom's birthday?
14th.
Mine's the 15th.
And my niece's birthday is the 4th.
We're all December babies, all of us.
So we're celebrating it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad and my brother were December too.
That's a
So-
good day to celebrate because that's my birthday, the 15th. So good choice.
Yeah. So
Oh, happy
We'll have
birthday!
to go out and celebrate.
Well,
I'll
Turning
have a bite of
57.
cake for them.
mhm.
Yeah, the big 5-7.
And then our son should be back for a couple of days, a few days after that. So it'll be good to
Gotcha.
see him in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob G, absolutely. Bring cheesecake. Smuggle it into TotalCon.
Mm.
Oh,
Yep.
Is that a question, Bob? No, it's not.
I hope it's a statement.
Yeah. No, Bob, rephrase that. I shall bring cheesecake to Tulsa.
Cake to TotalCon.
Okay, we're
That's
just
right.
Drop the shell and just say I will.
Yeah.
we're just trying to be very polite. I shall bring.
There you go.
Now you're going to be doing a total. What are you doing at TotalCon, Eric? Anything set planned right now?
Nothing set planned. I rarely have anything set and planned for TotalCon. Listen,
You're running games there?
well,
Yeah,
I'm a media guest, so that
Oh,
means
so you'll be running plenty of
interviews.
plenty of like lives and
Yeah,
That's
I'll
cool.
actually have to set something. I might have to be professional. Oh my
maybe.
God, this is going to be scary.
Wow.
You're gonna get a haircut, or you're gonna see if we can get that ponytail thing to happen.
I want to do my best Frank Metzner impersonation. I want to have my ponytail in time for Paige.
Now, who else is coming to TotalCon, guest wise?
Guest wise, I believe
Frank's not. Is
Joe
he? Is
Block.
he? Joe Block's going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Menser's not, is he?
I don't think Frank's gonna be at Page.
You don't think
Okay.
it's total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Hammock's gonna be there.
Oh, Alan is always at
Alan,
yeah.
Total.
TotalCon. Yeah.
I'm sure Elliot should be there.
The Silver Brulee guys.
Yes, Ian and Rocky.
Ian and Rocky.
Bill Webb.
Oh, Bill Webb, cool.
Yeah, Bill's usually
Oh,
always there.
something too. Like their wives might go, and that's always a fun time. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
in the past, we've
Yeah, Tina's coming.
Yeah.
yes,
they-
the wives like will sometimes go for a lunch there too.
Yeah, they get
Have
lunch.
fun.
They get lunch, shopping, whatever they do. I don't know. You know, they have a good time.
Yeah.
Just leave us behind. And I always make sure we play in a game or two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I usually, if you can't find me, go to the hotel bar, and you'll see me talking to somebody last
Or in
time.
a vending room.
Or in a vending room. But we'll see that I may actually have a place to do some recordings, because usually with some at a con, I'd like to get some of my recordings done on the con floor or on the bar. They get that con atmosphere.
Yeah.
But we may have access to a room, a private-ish room to do so. So we shall see. I know.
Now, is anybody in chat going to be at TotalCon this year? I mean, is Bad Mike coming?
Bad Mike's not coming. I don't think anybody in our current chat. Besides Bob.
I think one person mentioned they would be there.
Bob G is going to be there.
Yes.
Okay.
He comes down from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
He's a masshole.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Does Merle go there? I think Merle goes there too.
Merle, I think so. Yes.
Merle Rasmussen is usually there.
Merle. Let's see who's Jeff Talanian.
Oh yeah, Jeff Talanian is usually there.
Oh yeah, you did a video on his statement about Gary Guy. I shared that on my social media.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and
Joe Block.
We mentioned Joe, but
Good
Jeff.
deal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeff,
Good.
he made his initial statement. Then I asked him, listen, do you mind if I share this? He goes, yes, but he goes, but I should. There was one part that I didn't do it right, and that's where he talked about the DMG disrespecting Gary, and he goes, they really didn't disrespect Gary. They disrespected his work.
Yeah.
DMG, and he was right.
Yeah.
Jeff has a great skill with the English language. He's a great writer. His adventures are great. I love Hyperborea. It's just that I need the condensed Reader's Digest version. So,
Yeah.
Dave Simpson might go.
Shush.
Oh no, he'll definitely be there.
Yeah, Dave's been there. Dave
Yeah.
Simpson's been there last.
Well, I wonder if he'll want to interview me. Sorry, I know. Laugh.
No. Yeah, if I see Dave, maybe I should ask Dave if he wants to be interviewed for the con.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to tell him no politics, and then
Yeah.
he'd probably walk
Aw.
away.
That just knocks that out of the water.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the game.
Not the game!
Yeah. Yeah, he's now on his page. He's back on the Warhammer kick.
Oh, all right. Well, good. That's healthier.
Yeah.
That is better.
Yeah. Pissing off the Warhammer community, one video at a time.
So, folks, by the way, just like you know, for those that came here expecting the gamer's health, and by the way, I specifically said not gamer's health. This was truths and consequences. We talked about a lot of truths, and there
There
will
were
be
some consequences.
there's some
Yeah.
And the
consequences.
value of open and honest communication.
But
Direct communication.
tomorrow night, Rich and I will be back in the hallowed halls of New York, and we will do Gamers Health at 8 p.m.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
you won't be missing out, folks. You won't be missing out. We got you covered. We got you covered.
And I just want to say something real quick, and I mean this. I do not want to become Victor's enemy. I know that's what has happened now. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
going to, he's angry over Heidi. I have cemented my place in his lexicon. But the thing is I really hope he has a good Dave Con, and I hope that things go well for him with cutthroats and thieves and such. This is just such a shame to happen this way. And if he would just stop, but it's
Well,
sad it's got to
hopefully,
do this.
yeah, hopefully this can be a corrective
Yeah.
thing for him, where
It's unfair to
they're
Heidi and Tim.
explaining how they're impacted by his
Yeah.
difficulty with openly communicating with others and, the problems that arise from it. So, yeah.
I mean, he personally, I've only heard good things about Dave Con in the past, and I
Mhm.
would think if I was running a con, the good word of mouth about my con would be enough to not want to stir shit with other people and other conventions.
But he likes it. He likes the drama.
Well,
We all know
he
that.
loves the drama. I understand that. You know, like I said, wanting me to put my reputation on the line as, and listen, I know there are one or two people out there that their favorite lines is, King Card never tells the truth.
Mhm.
No, I have a reputation for being an honest reporter of the news that's going on in this community. And the reason why I have that reputation is because I am honest. All right. There are times when my emotions will certainly get involved, but I am not reporting mistruths or untruths or made up stories.
Mhm.
Okay. So requesting me to do so means that you don't understand
Well, and
me.
that you don't value that from others as
Yes.
well.
Oh, they're just there. Just tell them to lie, because
Oh, and I will back that up because let me tell you, even though we are good friends, you have before when I have said things says, "Well, can you show me that text?" You just don't take my word for it, or you say, you asked for it, and I don't blame you because if you're going to go on a video and you're going to say this is fact because Don told me, you need to know, even though we're friends and we trust each other, you need to definitively know that is how it is, how I'm interpreting it. Not that you think I'm lying, but maybe I took it a different way or a
right.
way that I shouldn't, you
Right.
know? And
Yeah.
that's what friends do.
So uh, honestly, we keep each other honest, and we keep each other on the proper path and the proper
Mhm.
heel. That's what
Yeah.
you want your friends to be able to tell you. You know what? Maybe you need to take a step back. A lot of times, all you got to do is tell a friend if they'll listen to you. You know what? Pause for a second. Stand about 10 feet above yourself. Look down, and is this what you really want?
Yeah.
You know,
You've
step
told
out of
me
your.
before, Don, maybe you just need to step away from the computer because you're really worked up. Like in the days when my daughter was attacked and stuff,
Oh
and I
yeah,
get really amped up,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
would say, Don, trust me, walk away from the computer, put it down, and go to your go do something. And you're right, and it helps. You
Right. To
know,
not just be reactive.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, I am certainly guilty on occasions. Like the
I think
button,
we
to,
all
the
are.
button to push with me isn't necessarily me. If you push things at my wife, Rich, it's a good chance that I am going to become the fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Touch my wife. Go after my wife.
yeah,
Done.
Mhm.
but the thing is, once that you have to recognize, and I have to recognize that people will use that as a way to get to me. And then you got to go, all right, let me take a step back. What's happening here? So that's
He
just,
has to be on.
you know,
Yeah.
By the way, the dog fell asleep. Oh my God.
The dog's conked. This one isn't. This one just wants to be babied.
Donkey.
Yeah, that's what she was enjoying with me.
Yeah.
Poor Donka. She's conked.
This
Yeah.
one's jealous.
She's just like, okay, I'm comfortable. I'm in daddy's arms.
Aww.
That's it,
So,
Daddy. I'm done.
Happy girl.
I did think of a new book. Llama Llama, No More Drama.
llama,
Oh,
llama.
Oh.
yeah.
Everything's a kid's book with her. It's like she's always in
It has
kindergarten
to be.
mode. Yeah. Kindergarten teacher coming through.
There you go. Don, you can do the graphics. Come on.
Yeah, you could.
I can. So,
I have everybody.
What?
Child book that everybody talks about. Everybody poops,
Oh, okay.
but
Everybody poops
Yeah.
on the car.
oh yeah, that's a new book on there.
Oh my God. That sounds like you, Donka. That sounds like a Donka book. Everybody poops. Okay.
of course I had to go to toilet humor.
Yes, you did. All right. We're gonna.
My specialty.
Oh my God! Look at this dog. All right.
It's dead.
It needs a
Asleep.
blanket, Eric.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, when she was a puppy, she used to need this just to calm down and go to sleep.
Well,
at night.
yeah, I used to swaddle her
Oh my God, Donka,
in a blanket.
you were too damn cute.
Yeah.
Don, Tina, thank you so much
Thank
for.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
And by the way, there was a bunch of me getting worked up with this, not just because Donna's a good friend and I get protective of my friends, but the idea that somebody like Vic is going to tell Don to tell me what I need to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, and that doesn't endear.
Yeah, why would he have me do it? Why doesn't he just simply contact you and say, Eric, I want you to take the videos down?
Yeah,
Right, because once it goes onto your video, it's out of Don's hands.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
And-
all the
but
years
that
of
would
videos, I've taken down one.
Yeah.
And I had to take that down because there was somebody was getting too.
Yes, there was some
personal.
tech. Yeah, you had to.
Yeah. So,
Oh well, it is what it is.
folks, remember tomorrow night, Gamers Health, 8 p.m. We'll be live from New York, like Saturday Night Live, but it'll be Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you both. Thank you, Donka. Donka, stop snoring.
She's snoring.
Yeah, no, she's got the.
Oh, because she knows that your attention is in there,
Yeah.
not on her.
Oh, jeez.
How could you?
Now she's waking up.
Yeah.
No, you can't lick Daddy's ear.
Duncan, you want to come to mommy?
No, I think she's happy. She's happy, but she's moving around. Just relax, girl. Folks, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll them tight, roll them well. We'll be here, doggy butt.
Yeah.
And she got embarrassed.